Hey guys, how you doing? Back for another video. So today what we're going to wind up doing is we're going to wind up putting our crankshaft into our engine block. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so what we have here is a crankshaft. We have what's called a main journal, another main journal, connecting rod journal, timing gear, and this is a gear that is for the governor, which pretty much on this motor is broken, so we're not going to wind up using it. When we put the crankshaft in, it's going to go in this area. It's called the taper, where the key is. It's got to go in through this bearing, so that's called a main bearing. There is another bearing on our timing cover, so our crankshaft revolves in bearings, helps it spin easier. Okay, so let me get this started. I got my piston all the way in. What I did is I made sure my piston now is it's flat with what this area is called the deck. So when I put this in, I'm just going to put it in that my counterweights do not hit the connecting rod. So just eyeball it in, make sure it doesn't hit it, and I slide it into place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pushing on my piston until I can get it lined up with my journal. I don't know how good of a look you guys got on the camera, but I'm getting it down to where my journal is, right here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cap on. This is called my rod cap. I'm going to have to put it with the slinger down so it can dip into the oil and throw the oil around to lubricate our engine. So I'm going to start him by hand. Now we got a not too good of a camera angle. So I'm going to start them with my fingers. These are 10mm bolts. Like I said, the most common sizes on this engine are 10mm, 8mm, and 12mm. Like if you guys were in the classroom every day before we start working on our projects, I would have told you guys, all right, get in your groups. Everybody, one person from your group, grab an 8, a 10, a 12, and a ratchet. So then that would pretty much have been all your tools that you needed for the day. Alright, so I got them running with my fingers. Now I'm going to use this ratcheting combo wrench. We got a box end on this end, an open end on that. I'm just going to make them snug. Got that side snug. Now we have a specialty wrench, which I'm going to show you a video on by Chris Fix. He does a really good video on torque wrenches. Now I got it set to 130 inch-pounds. When I get to 130 inch-pounds, the head of this ratchet's going to flex. Some actually make a click noise. I don't think this one actually makes a click noise. It just flexes. I'll try to get a good view of the flex of the head. Alright, let me get a better camera angle. So when I get to my right torque, the head flexes like that. Hopefully you guys got a good angle at it. Now I can keep on pulling it. Like last semester I had a kid thought that the wrench stopped working. He went past the click and kept on turning until he stripped the connecting rod out. That group, they broke a piston, they broke 2 connecting rods. So when it clicks like that, that means you stop turning. It's at 130 inch-pounds. And at this point, we have our piston connected to our connecting rod. We should be able to get this to spin now. See, now if I spin this, my piston goes up and down. So the crankshaft controls the movement of the piston. Alright, on to the next video.